Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The beloved drama series When Hope Calls returned for a much-anticipated second season, bringing more heartwarming stories and captivating character arcs to the screen. Among the many compelling narratives, one of the most talked about elements of Season 2 was the budding romance between Nora and Michael. Their love story added layers of emotion, tension, and heartfelt moments that kept fans on the edge of their seats. In this article, we will take a deep dive into When Hope Calls Season 2, focusing on the relationship between Nora and Michael, how it began, the challenges they faced, and why their romance became a highlight of the season. Set in the quaint town of Brookfield, When Hope Calls is a spin-off of When Calls the Heart and follows the lives of Lillian and Grace, two sisters running an orphanage. While Season 1 focused heavily on their journey, Season 2 expanded on the town's other residents, introducing deeper relationships and new romantic developments. Among these storylines, the romance between Nora and Michael stood out as one of the most captivating. Both characters had compelling backstories, and their relationship added a fresh dynamic to the series. Their love story was not just about passion. It was about healing, growth, and finding hope in unexpected places. Nora, a compassionate and strong-willed woman, arrived in Brookfield with a troubled past. She had experienced heartache and loss, but never lost her kindness and hope. Her arrival in town was initially met with curiosity, as she seemed to be carrying secrets of her own. However, her warm personality and ability to connect with the children at the orphanage quickly won the hearts of many. Michael, on the other hand, was a hard-working rancher who had dedicated his life to his land and family. Unlike Nora, he had deep roots in Brookfield, having grown up in the town and built his life there. He was known for his integrity, loyalty, and quiet but undeniable charm. Despite his rough exterior, he had a soft heart and a deep sense of responsibility toward those he cared about. The contrast between Nora and Michael's personalities made their interactions all the more engaging. While Nora was more reserved about her past, Michael was someone who sought stability and honesty in relationships. Their connection started off slow, but it soon blossomed into something meaningful. Unlike many love stories that develop quickly, Nora and Michael's romance was a slow burn, making it even more rewarding for viewers. At the beginning of Season 2, Nora and Michael's relationship was purely platonic. They would often cross paths in town, exchanging polite yet reserved conversations. Nora, still adjusting to her new life in Brookfield, was hesitant to let anyone in. Michael, being the observant and patient man that he was, didn't push her but made an effort to be there whenever she needed help. One of their early bonding moments happened when Michael offered to help Nora with repairs at the orphanage. Though she initially refused, insisting she could handle things on her own, she eventually accepted his help. This act of kindness became a turning point, as it allowed her to see Michael as someone she could trust. As the season progressed, the two found themselves drawn to each other. Whether it was casual conversations at the general store, unexpected meetings at town events, or working together on community projects, their chemistry was undeniable. One particularly touching moment occurred during the town's harvest festival. As they danced together under the twinkling lights, there was an unspoken understanding between them, a moment where words weren't necessary, but the connection between them was clear. Despite their growing feelings, both Nora and Michael were hesitant to fully embrace their emotions. Nora feared getting hurt again, while Michael worried about whether she would stay in Brookfield or eventually leave. This uncertainty created an emotional tension that kept viewers invested in their journey. One of the biggest challenges in their relationship was Nora's past. As much as she wanted to move forward, she struggled with opening up about certain events from her life before arriving in Brookfield. A mysterious visitor from her past arrived in town, forcing her to confront painful memories. Michael, being the caring man he was, wanted to support her, but he also needed honesty. Their relationship hit a rough patch when Nora, out of fear, kept secrets from him. This moment tested their connection, as Michael had to decide whether he could trust her despite fears to battle. Having already experienced loss in his life, he worried that getting close to Nora would only lead to heartbreak if she chose to leave Brookfield. He struggled with allowing himself to fully embrace love, fearing that it would be taken away. It wasn't until a heartfelt conversation between the two, where Nora finally opened up about her past and Michael confessed his fears, that they realized how much they meant to each other. This emotional breakthrough was one of the most touching moments of the season, solidifying their love and trust in one another. As When Hope Calls Season 2 reached its finale, fans were eager to see where Nora and Michael's relationship would go. After all the ups and downs, they finally took a leap of faith. In a beautiful closing scene, Michael made a grand romantic gesture, expressing his love and commitment to Nora. He reassured her that no matter where life took them, he wanted to be by her side. Nora, in turn, made it clear that she was no longer running from her past. She had found a home in Brookfield, and more importantly, in Michael. Their love story concluded on a hopeful note, leaving viewers excited for what the future might hold for them if When Hope Calls returns for another season. The romance between Nora and Michael stood out because it felt authentic, relatable, and deeply emotional. It wasn't a love-at-first-sight story, nor was it a whirlwind romance filled with grand drama. Instead, it was a story of two people who had been through pain and uncertainty but found healing in each other. Fans appreciated the natural progression of their relationship, the heartfelt moments, and the realistic challenges they faced. It was a love story that emphasized patience, trust, and the power of second chances. When Hope Calls Season 2 delivered a touching and memorable romance between Nora and Michael, proving that love stories don't have to be rushed to be meaningful. Their journey from hesitant acquaintances to soulmates was one of the highlights of the season, leaving viewers hopeful and eager for more. As fans wait for news about a potential Season 3, one thing remains certain: Nora and Michael's love story has cemented itself as one of the most cherished romances in When Hope Calls. The When Comes the Heart spin-off When Hope Calls Season 2 is fast approaching. Moreover, there is a new couple for hearties and hopefuls to look out for. It is Nora and Michael, portrayed by Cindy Busby and Christopher Russell. What do the two stars say about their characters' romance? The upcoming When Hope Calls Season 2 takes place in Brookfield. There are two new characters that arrive to Brookfield. According to an interview with TV Insider, why is the lawyer and the Mountie in this town during 1916? Cindy Busby reveals that her character Nora is an orphan who is looking to leave the big city to somewhere small. This role made her learn how to drive a horse and wagon. Cindy also reveals that Nora is a woman ahead of her time. As for Constable Michael Fletcher, Christopher Russell shares that he is replacing Mountie Gabriel. While Cindy shares he is accident-prone, Russell adds that Michael has survived many injuries. Therefore, his new Brookfield gig is just what he needs after riding across the continent. In the upcoming When Hope Calls Season 2, Nora and Michael are new to Brookfield. After a meet-cute, the two find that they always run into each other. However, Cindy admits that there is something more between the two of them. They're both very strong-willed people who haven't quite found the person they're meant to be with. You know when you meet that person and you just can't stand them, but you also need to be around them. Then Christopher Russell shares how the two of them are on the opposing sides of the law. She's representing criminals because she's a lawyer. He's arresting criminals, so he has a bias right away. Nora enlightens him that not everyone convicted of a crime is guilty. This means that their occupations are similar, yet fundamentally different. Yet there is a spark between them. Will they be able to overcome these obstacles? It seems inevitable. Whatever the case, Christopher Russell is happy that Cindy Busby is there with him. When you're coming into the second season of a series, it's really helpful to be working alongside someone that you are comfortable with. I felt like if the whole thing fell apart around me, at least I have Cindy to keep me afloat. The premiere of When Hope Calls Season 2 is on Sunday, April 6 at 8 p.m. Eastern on Great American Family. Season 1 of the When Calls the Heart spin-off is available to stream on Hallmark+. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.